Hi, so the last few days I've been playing Norland and it looks like this, looks a bit like RimWorld, and I think I'm about mid-game now, so I have a pretty good idea of what's happening here. So the game, what's very important is that lords, so you have lords and resources obviously. The bold tree is maybe 2 or 3 levels deep for the like high-end stuff, so I don't have the high-end stuff yet. I've got like second level or whatnot weapons and stuff. So you start with nothing, basically one field, few lords, and your lords. Okay, we destroyed the camp of bandits. Trade agreement. Okay, so you got a couple of raw resources. First, when you start the game, you choose your region or whatever. So the map is, I'm still at the beginning of the map, I suppose, but you can only interact with regions that are bordering yours, and you can vassalize other what's called other provinces. You can attack them or make deals with them, be friendly with them, and then they'll come into alliance with you. And they have like, you can trade with them, so each city has one export and one import. So you've got iron, which is actually like it can exhaust itself, so you have to be careful with that. So you see this one's nearly exhausted, so I'm gonna have to get my iron for somewhere else, which is probably this city. Just made a trade agreement with him, and like this, like cities have like little quests for you every now and again. So this one like wants to loan you some money if you don't have money. This one wants to get married off or whatnot, and you can send your army to attack like camps and to raid villages or whatnot. And I suppose you're supposed to expand and control all 12 regions. But like I can see already, I'm at a point where I could probably destroy everybody. The only thing that's keeping me locked down is the opinion of the matriarch, because as you conquer cities, that opinion drops. And so you build stuff, right? Your peasants need housing, so you build some housing. You need the military, so you build some barracks. Now knowledge gets learned in a temple, so you would buy these books. Like if I want to make swords, I bought a book, and somebody in my city needs to learn that, so go to that guy. And it takes a bit of time, and also you can forget knowledge. So for instance, if your king is the one that studied some particular form of knowledge, like a pig farm, you have to research. Like you have to research prison ward. Like you have to research everything. And if the person that's learned it from the book dies, you lose that knowledge. So my king is gonna die soon, I'm pretty certain. Like he can't walk half the time, he's sick, he's blind, he's missing one eye. What's that? He's an alcoholic, drunk all the time, but he's happy, so that's good. You want him to be happy. Now your other lords, they all have relationships with everybody around them, with all the other lords. So if that relationship falls like below 25, then they want to murder each other. It doesn't matter if it's your king, if it's your bishop or whatnot. And you have a bishop that's an alcoholic and can't drink beer, so what's called, he just craves for beer. I know, look, he actually did get some beer. Okay, so everybody wants to be good with the king. So basically the social interaction, if you don't want stuff falling apart, is to get everybody to spend time with the king. And you can also hunt, but like to hunt you need decent equipment, because it's only 2 people that go on a hunt. And you can see this is pretty decent, and this woman's they've got stats, your lords have stats, so she's got combat 16, she can take on a wolf on her own basically. But the social interaction is basically you just babysitting them, telling them to spend time with the king, or like if there's an opportunity to go on a hunt as well, that's pretty good for them. The bishop can't hunt for some reason though. But you can seduce, challenge the duel. I haven't really found any use for any of these. Like, why would I kill somebody? You have no need for that, or poison somebody. But like, praise is pretty decent. The problem is that you have to have a relationship with somebody else that will help you do that, and that relationship needs to be like over 25 or 50 or whatever. And the bishop also serves the purpose of let me just do this quick. That guy. You can also hire lords, so you can hire them for 10 days, and like the currency for the lords is these rings. So you want to have rings, and I don't think I can manufacture them yet, but surely there's a way. But you buy them from a trader. And economy, just let him go hunting with the king. Economy, it's not that deep. Like, you got a couple of things that you grow. I think it's rutabaga, whatever that is, wheat, hops, and herbs. And you can harvest meat from the pig farms or from the wolves that you kill. So everything goes into a warehouse, and then it gets distributed. So there's a warehouse here, there's a warehouse here, and there's law and order system type of a system in place. So you've got criminals in your population, and you can like punish them. You can do like, I usually do mask of shame, because that takes away their criminal tag and what's called, like, makes them good members of society again, I suppose. And I do it to imprison criminals. If you do it to, you can murder all the fanatics. Fanatics are not good. And you've got different religions type of thing, different cultures that you need to keep track of. Okay, so I learned a big farm. Let's see, trade. Okay, so basically you will be running at a deficit all the time on the gold, unless you have a trade route for something. Like, it doesn't matter what you produce in abundance. I'm going for, I did beer earlier on, but then the demand changed, so I'm doing flour at the moment. So you would assign your production. So this is everything you can produce. So what is that? 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 20 things you can produce. Paper is needed for like your automation and alliances and things like that, like spears, maces, light armor, shields. Oh, we got steel. Let's make some steel. I think it's for swords. I have no use for it at the moment, but can see if I can make some swords later on. And so like, that's what you produce. You've got criminals that can take on some jobs, and at the beginning, at least before you get the chancellery or whatever it's called, every single building that produces something needs to be visited by a lord in order for them to give them instructions, and those instructions last for about 2 days. So you can see here, for instance, like any one of these buildings. This one is managed by Pirellis, this one by Vosset, and they give instructions about every 2 days. And if the building doesn't have instructions, they're not, like, production is reduced by 50%. And okay, so this building doesn't have resources. Some people go get the resources. Everything functions like without much meddling, except for the lords having to visit the stuff. It's really nice. It, like, everything works. It doesn't really stutter. The only bug that I've run into is when you raise an army of like 30 people. So army, you recruit all these people, you can train them as well. So they're training in this field, yeah. And when you raise an army to go conquer a city or something, of 30 people, you want somebody that's good at combat. So that woman is Limeona. You would assign. Okay, so let me click on her. You would assign an army, so I've assigned 30 people to a squad, and then you assign all the equipment you want them to use, and then you would send them off on the world map to go and do stuff. Also, like, you have to babysit your lords all the time, so what's called, everybody wants to be friends with the king. I think that's like the main thing. The bishop, you can confess to them, you can give rewards to people, you can recruit what's called, like, this is a guest, he's got 2 days left, but in order to recruit him, he needs to have a relationship plus 25 with the king, which means basically at every single opportunity that you can actually do something with the king, you have to do it, and it just doesn't happen sometimes. Okay, so there's a wolf fight. So the king and that dude are gonna kill the wolf. There we go. Now they're better buddies now. Let's see. Yeah, plus 14. But in order to invite him, king, grant a title, you need 25. So I'm gonna have to nurse this guy a bit. Okay, let's reward the guy. Why not? 5 rings. I've only got 14 rings, but social spent on. See, you can't, because you've done something with him, you can't do more. Suppose I can reward him as a result. Rewarded loyalty, relationship with the king plus 12. That would make him to 26. So let's do that. Then we can maybe grant him a title when he stays in the city. But like, migrants always come, and that's like the peasants. Homeless 6. Okay, so we need to build a dormitory or something. Housing, dormitory, and then you got like better housing for the peasants, like a small house, which actually makes them loyalists. So let's make some of those. Like, it's a nice game, but like, I can already feel like if this relationship wasn't stopping me, I would be rolling over this whole map. Like, the only thing that's stopping me is the relationship with the matriarch, which means I have to like go and destroy some bandit villages or whatnot. So let's do that. And once you have like vassals, all these guys are my vassals, you can actually send them, and I think that should be enough. What to 480 tax reduction. Let's just do it on our own. So let's send this girl. No. Let's send this girl, and she doesn't really need 30, but why not? out there. Maybe send the king to relationship +5. Like the only person that can improve the relationship is actually your king. So you have to send your king there. Like it's a very nice game. Oh yeah, it's gonna lag now. But it's very nice. It's like, it looks like a Remoral place, like a bit of like a city management type of thing with a kingdom management on top of it. I don't know how much more I'll be playing this. Maybe, well, my first playthrough I chose normal difficulty and normal starting position, and that didn't work out so well because I didn't actually know what I was doing. This is my second playthrough, and sort of know what I'm doing, but I don't know how much more of this I can play actually. It's a very nice game. Oh, there's a temple there. They're having a nice blast there. And yeah, it's really nice. It's a cute little game. Not like it's deep. It's like deep in two ways, like with the laws and relationships, and then with the actual management and the global map. It's a very nice game. It really is. Okay, well, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.